Hey everyone, this is Caleb from Research Methods class, and today we're going to be talking about how to chi-square. So chi-square is a test of what you actually observe versus what you actually expect to happen. So for instance, if we had three categories and we observed 90 people, we would expect that the numbers would be evenly distributed 30, 30, 30 in each group. Now if you don't know what that means, check out your book in pages 302 to 312. There's also an SPSS walkthrough at the bottom of page 307, so if this video wasn't clear enough for you, you can go to that page and walk through the steps on your own. Now, the 5 steps, which we do for every statistical test, they start on page 304, so if you need some more work on research hypothesis, null hypothesis, those type things, start on 304. And then finally, I have an additional video, which is a very concise SPSS walkthrough of how to do a chi-square. And it's pretty quick. I think it's like 2.5 minutes, but I thought it was really good, so you should check it out if you need more help. Okay, so for today's data set, you will find it under the video description. It is not from the same data that we've been using. I had to go find a different data set that we could use a little bit more easily. So just check the video description for that link, and I'm going to go ahead and get started. Okay, so I'm going to switch to variable view just to give us an overview. We have two variables, one ID, one named brand. So ID must be like a participant ID, and the brand, that's the actual one we're going to be testing. And it says for values, we're doing Samsung, HTC, Apple, and others. So it looks like this data set, someone went out and they asked people, what kind of phone do you have? And they recorded the responses. Now there are 4 possible choices. And if we asked 100 people, we would expect that 25 said Samsung, 25 said HTC, 25 said Apple, and 25 said other. And when those numbers, those expected numbers are very different than what's actually recorded, then you start to see a significant test. So let's go ahead and run the test. So over here to data view, and I'm going to go to analyze, scroll down to non-parametric tests, then to legacy dialogues, and then finally to chi-square. Okay, so this is a pretty simple step. All we need to do is grab brand of smartphone, not ID. We want to grab brand of smartphone and move it over to test variable. And that's all you have to do. Then you click OK. Alright, so that was pretty quick. Now let's talk about the analysis of the data. So I've talked about a couple of times the observed number versus the expected number. And that is the whole basis of a chi-square test. You see, we expect that, okay, so it looks like we did 43 total people, so about 10 should be in each group according to statistical normality, right? But what we observed and that we actually went out and did our test was a little bit different than what we would expect. So perhaps one of these variables is statistically significant. To see that significance level, we'll scroll down a little bit more, and here under test statistics, we see all the goods for this test. So here, the chi-square is 6.9. The degrees of freedom is 3. So 3, that's 4 variables minus 1 gives us the degree of freedom. And then we have significance of 0.07. So it does not reach our significance level of 0.05, but it is close. So what I would say is it is not significant, but perhaps we could do some follow-up studies, or maybe we increase the sample size and we would find some significance. I hope this video has helped you a ton. Again, if you have questions, concerns, comments, let me know and I can help you out. Hope you're having a great day. Bye-bye.